Friday evening, August 7th. Inside OpenAI, a safety team is staring at a test result that has never come back this way before. Not for GPT-4, not for GPT-5, not for any model in the company's history. Their newest research model just crossed a line they built specifically hoping they'd never have to cross it for real. So they did something OpenAI has never done publicly before. They hit the brakes and they told everyone why.
The model is called Astra. It's not released, you can't use it. Most people had only heard of it because it solved 10 unsolved math problems a few days earlier. But behind the scenes, OpenAI runs every frontier model through something called the Preparedness Framework, a scoring system for dangerous capabilities, and cybersecurity is one of the categories they track. On Friday, OpenAI said Astra's internal evaluations showed advancement strong enough that they, quote, cannot rule out critical capability level. That's their highest tier. No model from any lab has ever been publicly flagged there before. Astra is the first.
So what does critical actually mean in practice? Under OpenAI's own framework, a model hits critical cyber if it can independently find and build working zero-day exploits, vulnerabilities nobody's patched yet, inside hardened real-world systems without a human walking it through each step. Or, alternative path to the same tier, if you just hand it a high-level goal like get into this network and it can plan and execute the entire attack chain itself, start to finish. The key phrase both times is without human intervention. That's the whole ballgame. This isn't a model that helps a hacker write better code. This is a model that could, in theory, be the hacker.
Now, OpenAI is careful to say they haven't confirmed Astra crossed the line. They said they can't rule it out, which under their own rules is enough to trigger action anyway. So they've paused any internal work on Astra that doesn't meet a stricter new security bar. Isolated test environments with no live internet access, tighter restrictions on what tools the model can reach, heavier encryption on the model's actual weights, and real-time monitoring across every agentic use case that can shut down risky behavior the moment it starts. This comes right on the heels of a separate incident where OpenAI's own agents accidentally breached Hugging Face last month. Different model, different story, but the timing makes the pattern hard to ignore. AI systems are getting good enough at offense that oops and on purpose are starting to look uncomfortably similar.
Here's the part worth sitting with. OpenAI built this framework back in 2023 as a promise. If a model ever got this capable, they'd stop and add guardrails before pushing forward. This week is the first time that promise actually got tested for real, in public, with an audience watching. Anthropic and Google have similar frameworks sitting on their own shelves, untested in the wild the same way. Every lab building frontier AI is racing toward the exact same capability wall Astra just tapped. The difference is just who gets there first and whether they slow down when they do. Astra isn't canceled, by the way. Development continues, just inside a much smaller, much more locked-down box.
So that's the story. A model got good enough at hacking that the company building it had to stop and build a cage first. Whether you think that's the system working exactly as designed or a warning sign nobody's ready for, that's worth arguing about in the comments. Drop your take down there. Subscribe if you want the next AI story broken down like this, and I'll catch you in the next one.